Now that that's settled, did Miss Rucker have any other requests I could help with?
Well, not specifically asked, but...
Oh, go on, dear. You know I'm thrilled to help if I can.
Well, she did mention needing some help with something for the clinic.
Ah, I see. Certainly.
And Sophie's starting her donation drive today.
The lovely Miss Wagner's charitable efforts, yes. I hadn't forgotten.
Oh, and Esme's got something going on in the kitchen she could use a hand with.
Well, I shall certainly see what I can do about that. I'm sure I can arrange some assistance in these matters.
Wow. I asked Tannen for a drink on the rocks, and he put literal rocks in it.
Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The refuge is being run by the responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a
Judging
few
by
rats.
what I've heard, it's an accurate one, sadly. Pittsburgh was bombed quite severely during the war. The poor individuals still living there have renamed it to better reflect its dreadful circumstances. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us, a Mr. Skippy Rorich. Delightful man.
Can't believe we've got a bird. That's a step up in the world if I've ever seen one.
I sure hope this mole rat bite doesn't get infected.
Indeed, isn't that marvelous? They salvaged it and painstakingly repaired it. It's fully functional now. I was very pleased to be able to contribute to this effort in my own small way. If you wish to see it, it resides on the roof of the refuge between flights, along with its charming pilot, Miss Lennox.
Robot butlers. Is this a refuge or a palace?
This carpet was a pretty bold choice, and not one I would have made. But I don't think there'll be a home left to go to.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor. about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere like that.
Protectrons are kind of cute when they're just wearing a bow tie and not shooting lasers at you.
Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, the first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing being, of course, their trust. The vertibird does belong to them, after all.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off. It's a shame. I can't get at the bag by myself.
Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded. Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the pit union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark.
Folks don't join the responders for cabs.
Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
I got a veiled threat from Orlando the other day telling me they'd reprogram me if I'm not more positive.
Good morning. The dining room.
Bonjour.
is open
My
for
name is
breakfast.
Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning.
Believe we
Remember
got a
to
bird bird.
continuously stir
That's a step
during the
up in
cooking
world
process.
If I've ever seen one.
Fantastique! Let's get the first of the ingredients and prepare them. You're looking for carrots, potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
I wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rads.
Sorry, not much for conversation. Ellison talked my ear off.
please? Have a seat. Someone will be with you shortly.
Oh, the work I do is extremely rewarding. But boy,
I
is
was
it
out scavenging
tiring.
for food earlier. I only got attacked by Scorched once.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responder sounded like too much work. Wonder what they're doing now.
A dash of this. A sprinkle of that. Perfection.
Need anything?
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing.
This
over
is
comic book
smelling
heroes
delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper
No
now.
reservations required. Help yourself to any table.
Great work! Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch. That is an interesting choice. I hope you don't mind if I refuse to taste it. I'm not one for altering my state of mind. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking. Do you have anything to do with this place? We got a bunch of people coming into Crater, trying to eat all our food.
There's no problem too big to solve.
You know exactly how I like my food, huh? Delicious with a splash of chems.
It's nice to see people around with responders uniform.
Takes a lot of chems to get thrown out of the Neapolitan, but we were riding the line. My confidant and I made the trip to cover the Showman's Games, a world-renowned exercise in high-stakes barbarism. Few in the entertainment world could match. Instead, we spent most of our time getting hopped up on Daddy-O and chugging bourbon in the casino bar. It seemed a logical course of action. The games were notoriously deadly even for bystanders. Liquid courage and a head full of hallucinogens were the obvious defense. What we didn't count on was the devil's blood. We had never heard of this stuff, and for good reason. It's an AC specialty. We weren't supposed to have it. It wasn't meant for us, but for the real high rollers. The people who, even in a world ravaged by pestilence and war, still managed to come out on top. But we found a way. The exclusivity made it all the sweeter. Not because we aspired to that lifestyle. Quite the opposite. We wanted to soil the royal concoction inside our mangy, flea-ridden hides.
Appalachia's supposed to be the safest place around, but I've heard the monsters in the woods.
I should check if those Blue Ridge folks carry letters, too.
Considering all of the places I could have ended up.
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The Refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants golf club resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the Refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing?
Is this a refuge or a palace? I heard there's a chess set around here if you ever want to play.
Sort of. Well, I haven't seen you around before, so, glad to have you. But I wasn't trying to recruit you anyway. I'm actually more in the material support end of things. Scouting for volunteers isn't really my department. Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing, you should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running. Oh yeah, I guess I am. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Why shouldn't I be? We're living in the aftermath of the apocalypse. But here we all are in a place filled with people dedicated to helping each other. You ask me, that means we're pretty dang lucky, right? A lot to be excited about. Happy, even. Let me check my notes. Rucker's been in a tizzy because we just don't have enough wood to keep up. It'd be a big help if you could donate maybe 50 pieces of scrap. One less thing on Rucker's mind, you know. You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I'll put together some of what we can spare for you. And I've got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day. Take care of yourself.
Orlando is very kind. But to be honest with you, I'm not really sure why they're helping us.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky.
I heard there's some monsters in the pit.
I've never felt
That'll
safer.
give you a run for your
With
cash.
all these supplies, we could really do some good trading with the White Spring.
It's been sunny all week. I love it here.
Lunch is now being served.
Robot butlers. Is this a refuge or a palace?
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us Always open. make sure to Cut a wear lot the of water folks here with before you sickness we don't understand. And injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade. What I got that I don't need, for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit. And the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly without my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks. And I'll okay your little expedition. Hope you don't mind a trip over to Cranberry Bog. Can the responders count on you? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there.
I heard a bunch of nerds arguing over comic book heroes yesterday. Aren't there more important things to worry about?
These robots sure make my job easier.
Attention citizens. Watoga is under a state of emergency and evacuation order. Do not attempt to enter the city limits, and for God's sake, get out if you're still here, unless you are military or a roboticist. In that case, if you can do so safely, make your way to the mayor's office in the municipal center.
Watoga High School is here for you. Watoga High. Watoga Emergency Medical Services is here to help. Speak to our friendly automated receptionist for information.
Welcome back. All's well for the moment, as you were. citizen. I trust all is well. There's nothing I need done at the moment.
Help!
Stay calm, citizen. Watoga Emergency Services is here to assist you. Please state the nature of your emergency.
Mr. Sparkles is in a tree!
Citizen, clarify what is a Mr. Sparkles?
A cat, and he's in the tree!
A cat is in the tree.
Yeah! He shouldn't be in there!
The cat should not be in the tree. Is this correct, citizen?
Yes! Hurry!
Citizen, please stand back.
No!
Situation under control. Cat is no longer in tree.
Mr. Sparkles!
Heard you were out there giving us a hand. Hope you got some good news about those patient care instructions.
So this is a place that's bringing all these damn people to Appalachia.
We'll be flying a lot less blind with these patient instructions. For too long, we've just been guessing. Thanks to you, we don't have to anymore. You've done the responders a great service, and now it's our turn to get to work.
Everything is too clean here. Time to dirty it up.
The Foundation folk got out of the pit while the getting was good. Guess I shouldn't blame them for that. Hey there. Don't think we met. I'm Skippy Rorich. Something I or the Union can do for you? The Union is a sort of a... I guess you might call us a confederation, or a resistance. People banding together for defense. See, there's a group in the pit. Calls themselves fanatics. All they care about is conquest. They want the whole pit for themselves. They roll into your area. You either join them, they force you to labor for them, or they kill you. And they're coming for everybody. The Union's the only thing standing between them and their total conquest of the pit. As much as we're able, anyway. What's a Skippy look like, huh? Call me Skip if you like that better, or whatever you want. Just don't call me Mr. Rorich. Never felt right, that. Took me weeks to get that Orlando character to stop doing it, at least my face. That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the Fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right? Hell, you've got raider gangs here, right? I've heard about your Blood Eagles. The Fanatics are something like them, but more organized. Imagine every single raider gang you've ever heard got together and decided to make like Genghis Khan. Sweep over everything. Kill anyone who won't join, and put anyone too weak to fight into forced labor camps. Everything that's not theirs, they take. That's the Fanatics. And be glad they're not here. Bad. Don't get me wrong. It's home, and I want us to keep it. But we got hit bad in the war, and we've never recovered. Lots of radiation. Some areas are badly toxic, with all the junk that got blasted into the air or spread around from the factories. People are sick a lot, from one thing or another, and food can be hard to come by. Hell, some of the city's still on fire, I think. But some of the factories survived, and we got them running. Gives us access to things you can't get anywhere else. Might even be able to rebuild, if it weren't for the Fanatics. Because it's home, damn it. Mine, ours, all of us who were born and lived there before and after the bombs. Ain't that enough? If the Fanatics are out of the picture, we can rebuild. Make something out of it again. It doesn't have to stay like it is. If that ain't enough for you, picture this. A horde of Fanatics, hundreds, thousands strong, setting their sights here. Sound like something you want? The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the Fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight. Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all. Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. You've done right by me. So you got the okay for me. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too. So as far as the responders are concerned, you're good to go.
Well, we got two different locals I know are in need of help. Locals are what we call union groups that act independently. Local 42's in the industrial district. Hex, their leader, is struggling to keep her people alive and retake a foundry from the Fanatics. We got another over in the trench working against a Fanatic forced labor camp. Danilo is your contact there. Haven't heard from the other locals recently, but I'm sure we'll be hearing from them if they got trouble too. It's up to you who you want to help right now. Maybe you'll consider going back again later for the other. Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
Foundation would put as much work into the refuge as he does into the Brotherhood.
Always a pleasure to see a guest.
Fanatics by now.
I love Esme's cooking. It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Maintenance is boring. I hope they've got a mission soon. Whoa, hey, now you look interesting. What's up? I'm Lennox. Fully fueled up, she'll get us there no problem. Us and any friends you want to bring along. And back, in case you were worried about that. Unless someone hits us with an RPG or something. I'm like, 85% sure that won't happen. First place we checked out after we got the old girl working again. Far enough to prove her out, close enough for our fuel. The city's in bad shape. Real bad. Of course, I only saw it from the sky, mostly. I stay with the bird and leave the hiking to others. They only shot at us a little when we flew over, not too bad. Nothing she can't handle. We got a safe LZ now, so that shouldn't happen again. Probably. Yeah, right on. About time we made another trip out there. I mean, me and my girl here. You haven't been, I guess. Ruckus said somebody'd be coming by. Guess you're it. If you're all set, I'm ready when you are. She's all fueled up for the trip out and back. I'm a miracle worker in the sky, but even I can't make a fly on willpower alone. Now I get my girl ready for takeoff, and you just tell me when you're ready to go.
If you're caught out and about with no place to go, the responders have an outpost in Flatwoods.
Our sommelier recommends drinking.
These refugees wouldn't last one day in Crater.
May I interest you in wine, beer, and/or spirits? Guests are welcome to relate their problems if desired.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
Wow, they've really gotten set up here.
Our sommelier recommends drinking.
Need a hand? Get a
I was
little
out
bored
scavenging
sitting
for
around
food
here all
earlier.
day.
I only got attacked by Scorched once.
Don't think about it. Just keep doing your job. Step right up, my friend. I've got a special opportunity for you approved by management themselves. How would you like to go on a little vacation? We're talking about the greatest city on the East Coast. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid vertebrate flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. Sounds like a deal, right? It varies from person to person. I don't have all the details, but I know the Lombardi family is looking for assistance with some business matters. If games are more your style, the showmen are always looking for fresh faces to star in their entertainment. I'm sure a bright person like you will find just the opportunity you're looking for.
Curios and curiosity.
Allow me to tell you about...
Is anyone out there? This recording is a call for help. Our settler camp was attacked by mutants last night. Please help. My name's Kenneth Dean. We're south of Huntersville. I think I'm the last one alive. Probably won't be much longer. The mutants have left. But now, hurry. Destroy the meat bags when you get here. That should drive them away if they come back. There's a machine in the crater. Should take care of the radiation in the area. Keep it running. We'll never finish cooking here for breaks.
Study your brain! Like Brad Rose.
Nice to see people around in the responders uniform again.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
What do you think of the decor here? I know it's pre-war, but it's a bit dated.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown.
I can't remember the
I know
last
it
time
was
I
way
ran my
back,
hands through
but I'm
clear
glad they
water.
chose to send me somewhere
I heard
safe
about
and not
what
somewhere
happened in
like
Morgantown.
that.
I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe.
Looking for something different?
This all
We have
decade.
regional flavors
Here's
you
an
won't find
easy riddle
inside the
for you.
Nuka world.
I am all around you, but you cannot see me. You know me, but have never met me. What am I?
Nothing cleans the gills like an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
Need any help carrying all those stamps?
Exclusive to the White Spring, early release bottles of the newest cola sensation,
I love Espresso.
Nuka-Cola
It's been
Quantum.
so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Sometimes these days get so long, I forget why I came here in the first place. My curios are not junk. I'd like to think of them as refined junk.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere like that.
Haven't been sleeping well lately. Maybe I should try counting sheep instead of stamps.
try Nuka Sherry, grape, or orange?
Now isn't this a nice vacation, Jeremiah?
Maybe I come off a little too strong. No, maybe not strong enough.
Those robots sure make my
Step
job.
right up, my friend.
There must be some pre-war books.
That's the spirit. We are offering free travel to America's playground. Atlantic City, New Jersey. A haven of wonder, excitement, and opportunity. Fully governed and, I assure you, safe from the dangers of the outside world. In exchange for your all expenses paid for a flight, all we ask is a little assistance paid back to the locals. Sounds like a deal, right? And now that's what I'm talking about. A little landowner you've agreed to help out, and I'm sure they'll get word back to the city leaders. And hey, you come right back and talk to me if you have any questions, all right? I'm your one-stop guide to the city.
Oh, look at all this.
Jeremiah Hopkins. Mighty pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm at your service to tell you anything you'd like to know about Atlantic City.
That I'm not good enough. I just try to remember.
Oh, insightful you are. Yes, my travel was arranged by the Atlantic City Mayor's office. Now, there's no tourism board per se, but the groups managing the nightlife and entertainment of the city are always interested in bringing in new faces. They worked out an arrangement with the city, who decided my skills were best put to work out here in a fresh and safe environment. There's no place like Atlantic City. I would know. I've seen it all.
There's no problem too big to solve.
Could I interest you in a vacation? Care to learn more? I'm got Jeremiah Hopkins.
Hope all the folks at the commune are doing well.
Oh, and sorry. Now, there's no tour. They were down the ridge with.
Damn, that blood bug sting was nasty.
Well,
You know what it was like pre-war when they were tiny.
I saw something that was against nature. It's the evidence of the unholy. Look, I can accept mutated wildlife. All those nukes weren't gonna fall without consequence. But this thing? It was too damn close to my nightmares. I can't handle the possibility of hell on earth and in my fair city of all places. Let's not talk about this anymore. Now, if I were to stop being optimistic, I would have to think about all the stressful things that I may or may not be choosing not to think about. Ready to focus? Yeah, I know. My father used to say that too. He was a courageous man. Did a lot for people. Then went out just the way he wanted to. I know there are dangerous things out there. Other people may be well equipped to handle them. My energy is best spent making people smile. Helping them not to worry. If that means put my blinders on a little, let me enjoy this little pocket of this world. When the bold ones venture out, take on the world. Beautiful place. Just a gorgeous view from up there on the rooftop.
That riddle is driving me insane.
Wendigo. You mean the mythical flesh-eating kind, but bigger? That? I'm sure that's not possible. Now, why do we